You're tired, but your mind won't stop. You go to bed early hoping for a good night's rest, but the moment your head hits the pillow, your thoughts light up. You scroll, you toss, you turn. The more you try to relax, the more awake you feel. And when you finally fall asleep, it's shallow, restless, or short. You wake up groggy, frustrated, and the cycle begins again. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. You're not lazy. You're not broken. You're likely trapped in a loop that starts with poor sleep hygiene and ends with exhaustion. But it doesn't have to stay that way. Because when you understand what's actually keeping you awake, you can start reclaiming your rest without medication, without overcomplicating it, and without waiting for some perfect, stress-free day. Sleep hygiene is everything you do during the day and before bed that affects your ability to fall asleep, stay asleep, and feel rested. And while most people think insomnia starts at night, it actually begins hours earlier, with the signals you're constantly sending your brain. When those signals are mixed, overstimulating, or inconsistent, your brain doesn't know when it's safe to power down. So it stays alert, even when your body is tired. That's why one of the most powerful things you can do is create rhythm. Waking up and going to sleep at the same time every single day, even on weekends, is one of the fastest ways to reset your internal clock. Your brain craves rhythm. And when you train it to expect sleep at the same time, it starts producing melatonin, your sleep hormone, more consistently and more effectively. But when your bedtime changes every night, or you try to catch up on sleep after staying up late, you confuse that natural rhythm and weaken the signals that tell your body to rest. And it's not just timing, it's light. Your screens emit blue light that mimics daylight. When you stare at your phone, TV, or laptop late at night, your brain thinks it's still daytime and holds off on releasing melatonin. That's why even if you feel physically tired, your mind can feel wired. Turning off screens an hour before bed, or at the very least using night mode and dimming brightness, helps your brain reconnect with darkness as a sleep cue. Of course, slowing down mentally isn't easy. Most people try to go from full speed to sleep in minutes. But the mind doesn't work that way. You need a buffer, a wind-down routine that tells your nervous system, we're done for the day. This could be as simple as dimming the lights, brushing your teeth, stretching your body, or reading something calming. When you repeat the same routine each night, you condition your brain to associate it with rest. It stops guessing and starts relaxing on autopilot. Temperature matters too. Your body needs to cool down slightly in order to enter deep sleep. So keeping your room cool, dark, and quiet is more than just a comfort preference. It's biology. If you can't control outside noise, try a fan or a white noise machine. If there's too much light, use blackout curtains or an eye mask. Make your bedroom feel like a cave, a place your body feels safe enough to fully shut down. Now, here's a mistake many people don't realize they're making: caffeine in the afternoon. Even if you drink coffee at 3 p.m. and think you're fine by bedtime, the stimulant stays in your system for hours. It doesn't always stop you from falling asleep, but it absolutely disrupts deep restorative sleep. If you're waking up feeling unrested or agitated, late-day caffeine might be the hidden culprit. Try switching to water or herbal tea after lunch. Give your body a clean slate before bed. You can also improve your sleep at night by what you do right after waking up. Getting natural sunlight in your eyes within 30 minutes of waking helps regulate your circadian rhythm. It tells your brain, this is morning, and starts a timer for melatonin to be released later that night. Even a cloudy sky works, as long as you're outside or near a window. This one habit, done daily, can shift your entire sleep cycle into alignment. And what if you're in bed and still can't fall asleep? Here's what most people do wrong. They stay there, tossing and turning, hoping it'll pass. But that actually trains your brain to associate the bed with anxiety, not sleep. So if you're awake more than 20 minutes, get up. Go to a dimly lit room, read something dull, stretch, breathe, and only return when you feel sleepy again. It rewires the connection between bed and sleep, and that change adds up fast. Lastly, pay attention to patterns. What did you eat? When did you move? How stressed were you? Keep a short sleep log for a week. You'll likely notice triggers, maybe heavy meals too close to bedtime or stressful conversations before bed. Awareness gives you control. Control brings peace, and peace invites sleep. You don't need to fight your body to sleep. You need to teach it, through rhythm, signals, and space, that it's finally okay to let go. You don't need more apps or more effort. You need stillness, consistency, and care. Because when you finally start sleeping again, your focus sharpens. Your mood evens out, your body heals, and your mind feels like yours again. So tonight, don't chase sleep. Create the conditions that invite it. And when your head hits the pillow, let it be a place of peace, not pressure. Comment: I'm ready to sleep again, if this is the night you finally take back your rest and start waking up as the clearest version of yourself.